make a statement that will resonate. It's the USC Trojans and the Kentucky Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Catching up with the Trojans head coach before the game, this is a developing storyline. Early in the season, they took a risk starting a young freshman quarterback, but he has continued to shine and get better each and every week. Now, late in the season, a chance for the college football playoff is on the line. His team is playing with great energy and enthusiasm, but they have got to continue to take care of the ball and focus and perform every single game. We'll see how he's able to get off to a quick start here in the first quarter. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. On the return, it's Weaver. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Dropping back, it's Stewart. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Look out! Got his man on the outside. Makes the grab, but down immediately. He picks up a few.
Well, look, I know this guy's not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. Just a little too much there. Little holding penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Here's the give off the left side. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best 2 teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, Dave, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. So let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, in the middle of the season. You can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
Back to pass, it's Stewart. Out wide right, it's Bowman. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Well, it sets up 4th and short now early in the game, and this is now a massive decision for the head coach because it is early, and how aggressive are you willing to be? You could get this 1st down, pay it off, go score, create some incredible momentum, or you don't get it, it completely backfires, and now your opponents are literally knocking on the door.
spells the run, looking to pass. It's dropped after taking the hit. All right, guys, let's talk a little Kentucky. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Drops back on first down. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Right side, it's Skinner. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And it's decision time on this first drive. And I choose aggressiveness, right? Set the tone in this football game. You got a 4th and short situation. Trying to get points on this drive. Establish yourself. Be aggressive here on this 4th down.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. He's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running inside, it's Phillips.
Just a simple power play, power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a 4th quarter game. Make them feel you, keep them off balance.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Drops back, it's Stewart. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time, the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Looking to throw. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The kick is on its way. Fields the punt. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. The give to the right. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Run inside. It's Phillips. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. And the Trojans in the hurry up. Looking downfield, it's Stewart. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's into the open down the middle. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
From deep, it's Patterson. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down to the air. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. That is a rough-looking kick there. It'll be marked dead at their own 30. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Gets the back moving. Looking for a man. It's Stewart. Fires to the right. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
This defense knew coming in the offense was going to try to test them. They were going to try to take some shots vertically down the field. Defense was ready for that one.
The drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Caught. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Just keep slinging it. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. And he is just engulfed in the line by this giant defensive tackle.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Scanning the field is Stewart. Finds his man in the middle. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Nowhere to to go.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And they swarm him under. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Trojans use their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Rides the option, he keeps it. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds the big tight end. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Yards away from another 3rd down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
Props and kudos to that defender. That is a dangerous wide receiver, catching that pass on 3rd down off the RPO fake. Nice job by the defender, getting him down, tackling the catch, setting up 4th.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And it's no good. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Just feeds the running back. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. The Trojans moving quickly to the line. Moves the pocket. It's Stewart. They're working that left side. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Got a man. It's Matthews. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires to the tight end. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarterback. So QB gets it out quickly, throws it out in front of his target. He's able to catch it, and not just that, he's able to advance it for an explosive play.
And the Trojans go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Finds his big tight end. Got enough space. Touchdown, Trojans! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. Does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down.
You got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Lopez. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Wildcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Wildcats peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Fresh set of downs going up top. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Making the adjustment.
Motion.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. Looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Gotta make the play on fourth. He'll take the deep shot. Picked off to stop the threat. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. The first game we'll take a look at will be Duke, taking on the number 17 team, the Florida State Seminoles. And it's the Blue Devils, with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one, and win a fireworks-filled football game. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year.
Play action on first down.
Here now.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run it out of the gun with Baxter. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Out wide left, it's Skinner. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Good job just to get rid of that one.
All right, for this offensive line now, you've got to gear up. You've got to really start to hone in, understand that if you don't start playing better and you don't start giving this quarterback time, trailing in the second half, needing to throw, you're not going to have a chance to win.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Out wide right, it's Baxter. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Kentucky right back to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Patterson. Bulldozes his way through. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, is to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime they were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. Kentucky will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Motion from the back. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Kentucky! The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Left side is Anderson. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Best uniforms in the sport, and a play is made befitting of those threads.
Well, this is not the format to have a debate back and forth. Not the best uniform in sports, but definitely always a lot of flash and sizzle with USC offenses.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Zings it complete to the right. The Trojans can really attack on this second and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Man, how nice is it to have such a weapon at tight end? A guy that can catch the football and make people miss, but right here, break tackles, extend the play, make bigger chunks than what's really there. That's what can really make this offense dangerous.
There's a crease. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
They just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, it's Phillips. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Plows his way ahead. They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be fourth down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football going.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Kentucky going quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Right side, it's Baxter. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. And we'll start with the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Now on the move. Swarmed under, 5-yard loss on the play.
Brings up second down.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. He's changing the play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Let's send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
That some guys just find a way to get to the quarterback and get...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped on 4th down. Going deep. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving this stadium with an L.
Oh, pressure's coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
He's going for the goal line, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, USC! They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Turns it upfield.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Out wide left, it's Miller. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Still second down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Can't get him to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on fourth down. He turns that loose down the right side. Intercepted and room to run.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? To the air, it's Stewart. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. And the punishment has been extended. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out.
Number 48, set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Blasted as he lets it go.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Second and long here. Looking for the edge. Now the toss. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Long way to go on second down. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee.
That's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got in there so fast, anticipating pass on third and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt here.
And here comes the field goal team. Salt, meet open wound. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away.